All right. And we are live. Hey, everybody. It's Jason Blaha here. Thought I would sit down, do a video for you guys and gals. And I want to state up front before I jump into the other important stuff. Let's clear up this rumor right now, right? I want to clear up this rumor. Let me make sure that I put this on public. I don't see anybody in here yet. Did we get set it on public? Hold on. Yep, we're set to public. All right, so hopefully some people should hop in here in a minute. So there we go. Now people are rolling in. All right, let's clear up this rumor, this allegation, as far as Frenchie goes, aka natural hypertrophy. Hello, YouTube. This is natural hypertrophy. So today we're going to talk about Jason Blaha and my outrageous French accent. That guy, all right? With his fake pieces of paper. All right, so the thing is, I want to be clear. I did not call immigration on him, all right? I want to state a couple of things. Yes, we know that he's Algerian. We know he's originally from Algeria. That's his national origin, I believe. And he's immigrated to somewhere here in North America, right? Like that's the situation. Apparently he was saying, look, he's not able to make any videos for just a bit. He's busy between the coaching thing and between he's dealing with some immigration problems. And a bunch of people have jumped up saying, oh, Blaha's involved. Blaha reported immigration. I want to be clear. Number one, I didn't do that. Number two, it is well known that I am extremely supportive of people who follow the legal process to immigrate. Okay. We all know this. I don't know why people think I don't like immigrants. It's not an issue. I love immigrants who follow the legal process. I think that's great, right? You're legally in a country immigrating. You bring something special to the table there. Absolutely. Great thing. And I have nothing but love and support for that. So I don't know why people would think that I would do that. So again, I want to be very, very clear. I had nothing to do with that. And I don't know the full details of his immigration issue. I don't know if they're trying to send him back to Algeria or what the thing is. Or maybe there's some problem with, say, his marriage visa or something. There could be something going on there. I don't know the situation. Maybe his wife who got upset because he's having, an affair with Alpha Destiny or something. Or any one of those various rumors, right? Because we know Cubby is the bottom in the relationship. The thing is with that, guys, and these are proven facts, right? This is proven facts. Everybody knows this, right? That Cubby's the bottom in their relationship, that he's Algerian. But this is stuff that's all proven, right? It's proven facts. See how that works? Natural hypertrophy. It's proven facts, dude. We all know this. So that aside, and we all know that I love legal immigrants, right? And I support the immigration process fully. So again, I want to be clear. I had nothing to do with his situation. I had nothing to do with his situation. And I wish him only the best. If he has fully complied and legally immigrated, then I think that's a good thing, and then he should be allowed to stay. It shouldn't be a problem, right? Shouldn't be an issue. Unless he's, falsified a marriage or something, which it wouldn't be legal, right? When he's secretly, having relations with Alpha Destiny. All right, now that being said, now that we've gone through all that spiel, gotten that out of the way, hey, JT, what's up, dude? All right, guys, I have coaching slots open. I want to be clear what coaching services I offer. We have normal coaching, which is your full training, video calls, all that stuff, right? We have all that available, right? This is what I do. It's currently $250 a month. You guys see the stickies everywhere, right? There's no copy paste. No, John, it is all custom programming. It is all custom programming. I'll get rid of you because that's not the case. You literally see my current coaching vlogs. Done. Get rid of your goofball butt. I have 2 client vlogs up now. You guys see their programming. I have a 3rd in the works. I don't do lifestyle coaching, but it could be an option. Oh, hit me up with a message and find out what you're looking for. I might be willing to, but I also do diet accountability coaching, which is $100 a month. I've put up some stuff on that. You guys know what I do. We also do non-client consultation calls, to where you can cover anything you need, whether it's help with your gear stuff, looking at your blood work, looking over your programming, form, coaching, mindset. There, basically, you get an hour of my time. in a video call to cover whatever you need to cover, which could also include lifestyle coaching. So those non-client consultations can cover that. These are the current services that I offer, right? And I got 3 coaching slots open. I'd love to get them filled ASAP. And so you guys hit me up. You know how to reach me on that. Banana, I am not a racist. Let me be clear on that. I don't hold racist viewpoints. So if anyone has perceived me as being one, I'm not. That's it. That's my full spiel on it. There's no group of people I dislike. Right? I think the idea is silly. All right, next, can we get over to some real stuff? JT, what you got going on, dude? Banana, I don't understand what you're saying. Just drop the silly nonsense of social science. Dude, I'm not getting into this silly nonsense. I'm not going to have these debates. Right? Because again, you guys tend to do some stuff like that, then you drop some racist stuff. And then if I try to agree or discuss it in any way, people then accuse me of being a racist. I'm not doing it. I got into a beef with West Coast. This is JT. Got into a beef with that West Coast Wolverine goof. Well, what happened, JT? What's his issue? What's he hating on you for, man? What's he hating on you for? What's the problem? I don't have any problem with you wanting a better country, but what are you trying to get at, Banana? I'm not going to get into a bunch of discussions like that. That's not what sort of channel I run. This is a fitness channel. This is a fitness channel, Banana. Have you lost sight of that? It didn't ruin anything. Let's stick to deadlifts and getting people crazy strong and crazy jacked. That's what we do here. All right. JT got it, man. You should support guys on gear. Well, who cares? What's his issue with that? What's your views on rack pulls? I'm generally not a fan of most applications of the rack pull. Do I think rack pulls, say in a conjugate context, as a max effort rotation exercise, can have their place? Yes, but you better know what you're doing. And like JT said, they ruin bars, they ruin racks. Okay? So that whole phase needed to go away. That's what Strap-on Destiny did that was a harmful thing to the community. He promoted that silly nonsense, and he never apologized for it. He never said, hey, gosh, the above the knee rack pull thing that I did, it was really kind of stupid. I damaged barbells and racks all over the world. I apologize. I was young. I needed the money. I didn't know any better. That's all he could do. And then everybody would forgive him. We'd be like, you know what, Strap-on, dude, we going to forgive you. We understand you were young. You needed the money. You know what I mean, bro? Right? If you had to guess, what would you say a 90-pound flat dumbbell press would be on the barbell? I have no idea, man. Hey, Jay, dude, I'm getting rid of that. We're not going to drop racial slurs in the middle of my stream. That is inappropriate. You are out of here. No, dude, JT, if you saw it, I don't know if you saw it before I deleted him. He was literally spelling out a slur. And it's a word that I choose not to use. Very simple, guys. It wasn't a nice word. Yeah, exactly, Banana. That dude's a racist. So you get rid of it. We don't need that. We don't need that in here. Like, why does anybody think that we need that? Keep your views to yourself, dude. Look, I believe people have a right to believe what they want. Free country. But, you don't need to be forcing it on other people. Right? I don't want to see what you had to say. You should offer NH grooming and hygiene coaching. He's looking real greasy lately. Right? He's got to tidy that stuff up, man. Right? Look at this, man. I just tidied up my salt and pepper. Look at that. I'm looking smooth, baby. You see that? I just took like a really nice hot bubble bath, man. Got in there soaked in some hot water with some soap. That's something French you should work on, man. Soaking in hot water and soap. All right. That will handle all that grease he's got all over him. Get that hair in there, dude. Get that nasty beard up in there, man. Make sure you get that hot water and soap up in that stuff. Get all that grease out. That stuff's been accumulating like a year, dude. Cut that hair. Needs to tidy his beard up. Look, I took the 1.5 clippers, right? So we took the 1.5, we ran it all over, we edged everything, man. You see what I mean, guys? It's just a little bit of basic grooming goes a long way. Some soap, some hot water, right? Natural hypertrophy, you should try that sometime, dude. But then again, he would lose a lot of his audience because look at his audience. I mean, his audience are a bunch of dudes who don't bathe for 3 days at a time and they jerk off to anime and hentai and eat Hot Pockets and Cheetos. I mean, that's his core audience. So how many of them would he lose if he started shaving all the nasty funk out of his, like shaved his beard and cleaned up? You know what I mean, dude? Yeah, that's on just for man. Honestly, Omi, man, I like my salt and pepper, dude. You know, I like it. Women like it. Women like that gray. It makes you look distinguished. It makes you look distinguished. You know, rock it, rock that gray. You got to rock it, rock it. So into this. Who you talking about? You talking about natural hypertrophy? And they said they always stop him at airports and wonder why. I mean, look at him, dude. He looks like he needs a bath. They're probably like, sir, you can't get on the airplane smelling like this. Sir, you guys knew I flew tons. I didn't have those problems. You know why? Because I take a shower and groom before I go to the airport. All right. Do you consider Eric Bugenhagen a good lifter? Right? Yeah, why wouldn't I? Dude's strong as hell. Dude is strong and jacked. Why wouldn't he be a good lifter? Like if the Boogs is not a good lifter, then what in the world are we defining as a good lifter? Like how strong do you have to be? Right? If he doesn't cut it, then none of us do. Is your scalp hair gray as well? No, it's dark blonde. I mean, some of it would be gray. Keep in mind, I've lost a big chunk of my hair. I don't know the exact percentage. People are like, how much? I don't know because I shave it. There's enough that I still have to shave, but I mean, I've had considerable hair thinning, to put it mildly. But I don't know because I don't let it grow long enough. I don't go more than a couple days, 2-3 days without shaving my scalp. Dean says, when the Frenchie went after you, I don't understand what you wrote, Dean. Could you retype that in English, please? English, do you speak it? What ain't no country I ever heard of? All right. So retype that, please. I'm not sure what that last word is even supposed to mean. So, when Frenchie went after you the way he did, poop happens. Yeah, I guess so. With the outrageous French accent. That's what CM says down there. Outrageous French accent. A fight in your general direction. That's just what natural hypertrophy says. Hello, YouTube. To do their ice bucket challenge. I could build forearms in one day, that I might have forearms as glorious as Jason Blay. You know, let's stop and let's think about that, friend. This guy hates on me and talks about how proud he is of his forearms. I'm just going to hold this while I talk about Frenchie. Feel free to screenshot it. This is not photoshopped. The dude wants to talk trash on me, and then he stands there and talks about how proud he is of his forearms. Are we serious? Are we serious? Right? That's real. Is that where you got the foot massaging your friends? What are you talking about, Peru? I give a lot of foot massages, by the way, bro. I love giving foot massages. Start wars and it's possible you may not win. That's right, dude. He started a fight. I'm going to finish it. We all know Rosin's a thug. Rosin also dropped the N-word on camera, and I ripped copies of it. I kept copies of Rosin dropping the N-word repeatedly and calling a guy a monkey, by the way, because of their ethnicity. Did you guys catch all that? Again, accuses me of being a racist, but the guy literally got up on Facebook and uploaded a video of him calling a guy the N-word and calling him a monkey. Did you guys catch that? I kept a copy, by the way. I have a copy saved, just in case. How long did it take you to bench 315? I don't know. It's been over 20 years since I first benched 315. No, I didn't rip the story, Peru, but I'm going to get rid of you. You know why? Because you're sitting there making nonsense up. I like giving foot massages. People know this. All right, let me be clear. You can't claim that you know anything about Jason Blaha as a person and also claim that you're not aware that I enjoy giving women foot massages. It's common knowledge. So in other words, you only know internet nonsense. You don't know anything about me. Everybody knows this. All right. Cowboy says, it took me 6 years to bench 315. Not sure if that's bad. And it's not bad at all. I don't even care to discuss Lane's squatting technique at this point, Jefferson. Do we even care about Lane's squat? I don't even remember what his squatting technique looks like anymore. This has been a long time. Clearly, Lane has done some bad things because he keeps hurting himself. So why are we trying to pick another fight with Lane? Or you want me to get in another fight with Lane? Is that the goal of this? All right. Are core-specific exercises primary or supporters for judo strength? I don't know what you mean by primary or supporters. Or compound movements. Compound movements are generally going to be your primary focus for any sport, right? Then you'll have some sport-specific things. All right. I gave you a warning, Peru. You just couldn't stop. I gave you a chance. Done. Can you fight? I don't know. I haven't been in a fight in a long time. What weight, 5'10", would you expect someone to be roughly if they're at intermediate lifts? I don't know, 170 pounds, 175. I would honestly, Jefferson, because I haven't seen it in years, and I don't remember what all I said, I would have to go watch his squats to answer that. Keep in mind, you're asking me stuff from a really, really, really long time ago. It's not like it's just 5 or 6 years at this point. I mean, I should have a big focus on core-specific exercises for strong. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Coach, what's your height and weight? I'm 5'9", 219 pounds at the moment. Would you ever consider taking a pre-workout supplement? No. Pre-workouts are stupid. I have made many videos explaining why they're stupid. If you sent me one, I would just sell it. Speaking of which, I have an Amazon wish list up at the top. If you guys will check it out, I'll greatly appreciate it. Also, if you guys could follow me on the Facebook fitness page, I would also appreciate it. Hey, Jefferson, why did you just lie? It was not his squat. It was his deadlift. And you know this. I mean, he made a big production about it. We all know it was a deadlift. Come on. Get it straight. You're getting your facts all confoozled. So if you guys would follow me on the Facebook fitness page, it would be greatly appreciated. Go down the road, give me a like. I don't see any of y'all clicking on it. I don't see it lighting up with new followers. Would you agree that the average man with average genes and MMA pro fighter is about the max muscle obtainable? MMA pro fighters are on anabolics usually, so I don't understand your question. Why don't we discuss just gaining muscle instead of taking people from other sports that are using lots of gear and then comparing them over to hypertrophy and natural? See what I'm saying, dude? I always thought you were great at deadlifts, Coach. I appreciate it, Cowboy. I'm a decent deadlifter. My bad. I didn't remember that. I'm not infallible. It's all good, man. I'm going easy on you, Jefferson. Just pointing out, like, you're like, but this and that. And it's like, yeah. So here's the thing, Jefferson. You can't, and then this is going easy on you. You can't even remember if I was talking about a squat or a deadlift the other month, right? So how then, if that's how short of memories are, then how do you expect me to remember what my problem was 11 or 12 years ago with someone's squat? You see what I mean? People struggle with just remembering something a couple months back. It's not like it was only 9 years ago, dude. It was like literally 11 or 12 years ago. I think that was around 2013, approximately. Is NH a strong guy? I've never really seen him. Not really that strong. The dude struggles with 500 on a deadlift with straps. He can't even lock it right. And he tries to trash talk me when I've done it for 11 reps on camera with just chalk. Yeah, it's all good, Jefferson. I'm just pointing that out, dude. You guys forget. People ask me a lot of stuff from way, way, way a long time ago. And then they seem shocked when I can't remember specific details from something 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 37 years ago. That's just how it works. Or someone saw a video, like, I'm like, dude, you realize that video is 11 years old, right? I barely remember what I was doing that year. And I know if you just saw it today, it's in your short-term memory, but it's not in mine. Would you consider a 24 fat-free mass index above average genetics for a natty? It's possibly. It's pretty good. Not genetics. No, not above average genetics. 25 would be above, but 24 could actually just be a lot of work. I'm not a fan of Big Lenny. Do you think a quit powerlifting will ever make a comeback and regain the popularity it had now? Raw powerlifting's come too far. How many years of consistent lifting for someone consider starting a cycle? I don't think there's an answer to that. I think it's an answer of personal choice and having done your research. Guys, don't focus too much on strength. If you're in combat sports and the proof is Brock Lesnar, he's a strong but not successful. Really, I think Brock Lesnar was a pretty successful fighter. Like, if Brock Lesnar is not a successful fighter by your standards, then man, you must be amazing. Like, I'm assuming you got at least a $30 million contract right now. And so you don't want to punch down at Brock Lesnar. But if you're only making $1 million a year as a fighter, you really don't have room to trash talk Brock Lesnar. I'm just saying. If that's all you're making, or you're getting $50,000 a fight, you don't get to trash talk Brock Lesnar. Sorry, you just don't. That's just not reasonable. Right? Other people come in and talk about Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Brock Lesnar's a monster. What are you talking about? You guys think Lesnar was juicing? Are we under the impression that elite professional athletes are natural? Since calcium ions are needed in the presence of ATP for muscle to contract, does it behoove lifters to get as much more calcium in their diet? Not necessarily. No, you don't necessarily need considerably more than the RDA. But most of us are going to get that anyways. I mean, look at the foods we all eat as lifters anyways. Like, serious lifters are getting so much calcium anyways. I can't even visualize only getting double the RDA personally, just without even trying. Because we're all consuming lots of dairy. If you're serious about gains, you're consuming dairy anyways all the time, right? Obviously. And if you say that you're not, then I'm going to say you're probably not that serious about your gains. All right. You got popped. So he got popped for a drug test in UFC. He got popped on an IQ test. They don't test for drugs. They test to see if you're stupid. That's what a drug test is. All right. I still think Lesnar is the most exciting thing to happen to MMA. Like, you forgot to carry the one when he was doing his basic mathematics on the paper for the drug test. so he can't do high school level math. That's what a drug test tells you. Damn, dude, you're a high school dropout. That's the point of a steroid test, to see if you are smart enough to have graduated the 6th grade. That's it. Can you do high school level math? All right. That is what a steroid test is. John Jones deadlifts 250 and he can win against strongman Eddie and blah, blah, blah. I don't get all this mainstream rage about magnesium deficiency here. I mean, magnesium is pretty easy to get, yeah. He was one of the most exciting things that happened. All right, he got popped for clomidopine. Yeah, that's kind of funny because it's not really a PED. So then he got popped for an ancillary used to regulate different side effects. Is orange juice healthy? No, it's usually a bunch of refined sugar. So Lex Little competed in a tested powerlifting meet, did very well. Still don't think he's natty though. Yeah, competing in a tested meet doesn't prove anything. Sam says, Jason, I'm one of your favorite commenters. Hey man, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. But not everybody can be a full natty bra like me, future. I find it so hilarious that Frenchie might be set back looking the way he does. I understand the authorities wanted to kick him. Well, I don't know about that, dude. I don't know the full details if someone's trying to ship him back to Algeria or whatever. Do you think NFL players are the best pure athletes in the world or the most? They're all on gear. But they generally represent pretty elite genetics. Right? They usually represent very, very elite genetics. They're the best in the U.S. See, and we shouldn't be laughing about that, dude. I don't know what marital problems he's having or if his wife caught him doing his thing with strap on, or I don't know what the situation is, because it could be something like that. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's possible. That's one hypothesis. Not stating it's a fact. Do you hope NH gets deported? I don't want to wish ill will upon people just because they have lied about me and helped stalk me and things like that. I don't necessarily wish ill will upon them. I'm a kind, forgiving Christian. You're supposed to turn the other cheek, just like he turns Alpha Destiny's other cheek. All right. Do you think the NFL 225 bench reps combine is a good test? Potentially, yeah. I mean, because, dude, if you can do 225 for 30 plus reps on the bench, you're pretty strong. Right? At the end, you always win, coaches. It is, how is it fact? I mean, I'm the last man standing. How many of my detractors died? How many people who trash talk me are gone? Leo longevity was another one. Yeah. Just saying. A lot of people who trash talk me died. Had a lot of health problems. Possibly getting deported back to Algeria. Maybe that's karma. What do you think about Lyle McDonald and Greg Doucette suggesting Mike Israel might be gay? Well, I mean, it's possible. I don't know that that's the case. But, here's the thing, guys. This is 2025. Like, is this really a big deal? Like, do we really care? Like, do we really care if Mike Israel's getting his cheeks clapped by other men's? Like, do we really care? The little squidget, lollipop killed looking self with his big Buddha belly from all the insulin. I don't know, man. Michael Hearn broke the 225-pound NFL combine bench after doing a heavy incline bench. He did 54 reps. What? I think it's more likely Mike has an inferiority complex from being 5, but maybe. But we see that with strap-on too, and all these dudes. I don't know. Possibly. That's why all these guys probably try to project that onto me. I don't get it. I bet you I'm taller than natural hypertrophy in person. I might have to travel to Algeria in order to find out, though, after he gets deported. Not that I want that to happen. Let me be clear. I don't wish ill will upon him. Trying to turn the other cheek the way Christ told me to do. He says, if a man slaps you, you turn the other cheek. And that's what I'm doing. Right? Turn the other cheek. Now, there's no rules on what you do after that. It doesn't mean you can't do a mag dump in them, but you're supposed to turn the other cheek first. Anyone seen the recent Bold Omni-Man exposed clips faking his pull? What? Dude, I thought he was legit strong. Don't tell me that Paris Butler is faking his lifts. No, not Paris. Not Paris Butler. The Berserker. Is that song? How did they go from the Berserker? Right? Is that where he gets it from? From that Jay and Silent Bob thing? Do we need the lyrics? Someone pull up the lyrics for that, for the Berserker thing, because I think that's his basis for it. All right. I'm going to pull those lyrics up for next time I discuss him. Let's see. We got to do, where are the lyrics for that? All right. Where are the Berserker lyrics? There we go. Right. So we're talking about Paris Hilton over here. My love for you is like a trunk berserker. Right? That guy. He does his berserker training. His basement bodybuilding natural. I gave him the pass on the natty or not already. I did a full video on it. I love that people are still obsessing after all the time that you're almost a god. I know, right? Do they just keep going on and on? They're going on about stuff from 10 years ago, sometimes or more. Were you to rank John Hack as a powerlifter all time? Dude, he's one of the GOATs, honestly. I think he's still pretty strong, but his really hectic runs, really? I haven't noticed. That sucks, man. I can't believe the Berserker might be fake. The noble natties shall fall one by one. It is written. It is only a matter of time. I have spoken. Thoughts on Broderick Chavez as a PED coach and advisor? I think Broderick's got pretty good info. This guy was a few clips exposing Bald Omni-Man and also Alec and Kira. Apparently there is more to come. Jason's referencing the Berserk, the anime, not a song. I've had sex with women. How would I know this? Let me state this again. How would I know that this is an anime? My penis has been inside the vagina of multiple women, like physically inside. So how would I know about all these animes? This is a conflict. You don't see a conflict in this. So how would I know this stuff, man? I also shower regularly. All right. It's a high school reunion, right? See, I have too, but I don't make it. Exactly. You don't make it. So you don't know all this stuff. But I do tell you guys, I've seen 3 animes in my whole life. So one of them, I was sitting with 2 chicks. They wanted me to check out Naruto, right? Their names were Rochelle and Samantha. They're like, we should introduce you to anime. So we're going to watch some Naruto. And I've sat through 2 boring ass episodes, the first 2 episodes of Naruto with them. And they're like, do you like it? And I'm like, no, not really. I mean, that's cool and all. But, you know, and then I saw this one called Space Pirate Harlock, and it was on like Amazon streaming or something. And I thought it was okay. I liked the ship. I actually remember the ship looked cool. because of the skull and on the front. So I did kind of use it as a template for one of my model painting. Just the idea for the color scheme. I thought it was kind of cool. Why do you say? I think that's just a thing on the internet. I haven't noticed much of it, honestly. I mean, I could be wrong, but I wouldn't always recognize the anime stuff. Don't get me wrong. I know some girls who like anime, but I'm not going to sit around and watch anime with them. Why did you? Because it's a waste of time. Jason, do you think Cubby and Natural Hypertrophy have an anime playing when they're 69? They probably do. You guys give me some anime couples that could possibly be them. I don't know all the names, right? So that Naruto guy, and then that one, there was a girl in the Naruto who was like a ninja or something too with that forehead plate. So I guess Cubby acts like that chick. All right. Man, NH was managed to brainwash his father to pay him $6.8K per month after he's 7 years. He would never ask for money back. Exactly. I mean, again, Adam, I don't really know guys who watch anime. I know girls who watch anime. Don't get me wrong. I love my weird girls, but they're not normal by most people's standards. I dig them. They're cool. They're usually like crunchy girls, right? Or the granola girls, as I like to call them. You guys know what crunchy means, right? It's the chicks who are kind of woo and new age, but not really, because they like they do other drugs and stuff. But you know, those sort of girls, the crunchy girls, they're fun though. Crunchy girls are fun. Every person I've ever known. So, do you understand women like anime? Right? It seems to be more women. The dudes who watch it are all weird. They're creepy and they need baths. Can women who enjoys anime? Maybe, I don't know. Well, maybe they do need to grow. I'm not saying they're the most mature women I know, but they're fun. And that's what matters sometimes. All right. Will says hello. What's up, Will? What's crack-a-lacking? Women who watch anime are most likely, you mean 100%. You mean they're trisexual. I mean, they'll try anything. Hence my point of they are fun. Did we miss this part about, did you miss the fun part? All right, clearly you did. They're fun. Who said anything about the bedroom? It's not exclusively in the bedroom with them, dude. How safe is Houston thinking of moving there and living in Dallas? Houston, it depends on what part of Houston. Like, are you talking about being deep inside the loop? Or are you talking about being in the suburbs? I would stay out of Aldine or any of that. This point, kind of the Guns Point, Greens Point, I stay out of those areas, even if you're not deep inside or one of the wards. But most of the suburbs outside of like maybe Aldine, they're pretty good. They're pretty safe, yeah. Banana, well, I don't either. Sorry. All right, evening coach. What's up, Lars? Jason, what's the healthiest fruit? I don't know that there is a healthiest fruit. Kiwis and cantaloupes are definitely up there, though. So it sounds like, no, not really, because they don't want anything to do with the weird, greasy, nasty dudes who watch the anime. I think you're missing the point. You're missing the point completely. Do you have, no, I have some Tempur-Pedic type pillows. Mainly I quit stacking pillows. I was making the mistake of, let me sleep on 2 different pillows. Now I just have one. It's helped. It's worked wonders. I just have like my big body pillow. It's helped a lot. And that was from the Honey Boo Boo effect. Why are we talking about Honey Boo Boo? Jesus Christ, dude. Jason, when will you release a video on how anime is destroying young men? I don't know. Maybe we might need to have a discussion about this. Alcohol and anime are a problem. Right up there with playing too many video games. And the thing is, the video games, I've admitted video games are a problem for me. I was always less productive when I played a lot of video games. So I can say firsthand, look, it's not a good thing. Just saying. I have pillows that I can wrap my leg around, actually. I like body pillows. Well, I mean, Will, look at natural hypertrophy. He's an anime freak, and the dude is obsessed with my booty hole, and he hasn't had a shower and has a nasty, greasy beard. I mean, perfect example. Look at these guys. Look at this whole movement of these noble natties. That's a perfect example. Honey, I ate carbs. I carved up. That's it. Now it's been triggered. I was actually up past 220. Then I cut the carbs down to 219. It'll trickle down. Omar Issoff is an anime lover. Oh, no. And I'm not even hating on anime. I'm just hating on the fact that it seems like all these dudes are weird. When a grown man likes Power Rangers, I think the U.S. is going to, I don't think about that. What's the best place to meet crunchy women these days? You met them back in high school and they're still your friends now. That's how you meet them. I don't know how you meet them. All those girls I've known for decades. Who said 10 pounds? It wasn't 10 pounds. In any event. Well, he dressed up as a Green Power Ranger. Well, I don't know if that means anything. He could have just been doing fan service. Alex wouldn't make a good femboy if he didn't have male pattern baldness. No, he's too hairy. He's got to get rid of all that beard, right? He is short, though. That might help, right? He could be one of them thick girls, maybe. Got to bulk out. You got to do his whole bear mode again. That whole bear mode thing. I mean, Jesus. We're going to call it the bear mode, guys. It's totally straight. All right. Natural hypertrophy is a creep who does 10 video services to try to bully. I know, right? Now, keep in mind, I'm simply clapping back if you're trying to throw that at me. And it wasn't 10. The guy made 25 hours of videos about me. He had made the first few before I even heard his name. That's weird. Squat, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to rate your deadlift, dude. You got to hire me to. You want me to review your program? That's consultation. I just discussed that I do consultations. Hit me up. You want me to review your program? Consultations are $100 an hour. I will review all your stuff. Alex literally wants to use a picture of a hairy G guy in leather straps to advertise bear mode. Wow. But, this is 2025. We don't care, like, people's orientation anymore. Just don't pretend that it's something else. So don't make videos like these guys are making about, this is how you get girls. This is our pickup artist stuff. We're against sexual degeneracy, right? That's a big cope. Like, you see that with these guys. You see it with natural hypertrophy. These other people they're making about, we're against degeneracy. They sound like those pastors of those mega churches who get up and talk about gay people and how they're going to hell. And then it turns out that they're in the closet and they're having an affair with a man. That's exactly what that's like. Well, the goal is on me. I've got to top. Since he did 25 hours of trash talking me, I have to do 50. We clap back hard, right? Someone hits you, you hit back harder. Just like in the Untouchables, right? Like someone pulls a fist, you pull a knife. They pull a knife, you pull a gun. They kill one of your people, you kill two of theirs, right? The untouchable strategy. Everything they do is hypocritical. Born to bet, can you explain how band strength and tendons? I understand that overspeed eccentrics housing is different because the overspeed eccentrics causes micro tearing, and then the really high reps builds capillary beds through the tendons. I think this Algerian illegal immigrant, who's talking about natural hypertrophy, who's attempted to profit off trying to bully an American patriot like you, definitely. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to be nice about it. Do you think the nandrolone could be a factor? But I'm natural right now, dude. We're all natural. No, I don't want to try to do strongman. If NH apologized for all this smack talking, how would you react? I gave him a time frame to apologize already. I literally put the offer out and he missed it. Alex, I literally said, hey, dude, if you apologize, I'll drop all this and I won't go any further. All you have to do is take your videos down and give a simple, hey, man, I apologize. You didn't have to go into details. Alex, earlier videos were telling guys to go up to random women on the street and tell them he can get you. Oh, my God. Yeah, dude, I'd never do that. Humans hate that's what they are. Part of it. Why you hate it. I don't hate you, dude. What are you talking about? I mean, basement bodybuilding is part of the Noble Natty crew, right? That appears to be the case. Honey, that's not what happened. We simply changed the macronutrients. I'm about to get rid of you, dude. You keep trolling, you're going to be gone. You're about to be gone. We didn't have a diet relapse. I literally upped my carbs and gained water weight, intramuscular water. That's how it works. All right. I didn't increase my calories. Maybe he hasn't apologized. He's too busy running away from ice. It could be. Yeah, it's obviously water. I was on very low carbs, and I replaced a bunch of my fat with carbs. Now that I've cut the carbs back out, it's going to trickle back down. We're going to get nice and tight. We probably gained some muscle through some of this. Notice that my squat and everything went up, and it stayed up. I just hit a 500 squat on pretty much almost no carbs. Only I don't have an exact goal because I've got to keep gaining muscle too. It optimally probably going to be closer to 200 though, long term. I don't have an exact number. We get there when we get there. We get there when we get there. We just make continual progress. We either need to be gaining muscle or losing fat at all times, period. Ideally, a little bit of both. Yeah, honey, I don't know what your struggle is. Okay, person's eating no carbohydrates with really high calories. They take out a bunch of the fat they're eating, right? Like 1,500 or more calories of it and replace it with carbohydrates. They're going to gain some water. It's pretty simple, dude. Or like 2,000 calories of your fat gets replaced with carbs when you're on low carbs. You're going to gain some water weight, even without increasing calories. Any plans to hit a bodybuilding competition later this year? Nope. It can vary as far as lower carbs can help with my appetite some, yeah. Do you think being lean and still pulling heavy weights are compatible? I think that they're optimal. The strongest deadlifters tend to be leaner. So fake Frenchie is originally from Algeria. I'm not going to go into how, but I mean, he's Algerian. Weighted dips versus bench. I'm going to go with bench, hands down. Depends on the person, Pepper. It depends on how big of a surplus or whatever you're in. I mean, my face isn't bloated, but again, I've cut the carbs back out. I don't got that moon face going, but I'm also doing that natty life, bro. Old natty, bro. Can you combine bench and dips? Yeah, of course. Well, Tom, when's the last time you saw me do my plate pullovers that way? How long has it been? I do pullovers on camera every single week, laying all the way flat on the bench. So you, sir, are a clown. Bye-bye. All right, Frenchie has admitted he's Middle Eastern, but not ethically French. What? All right. Yeah, honey, it's slowly trickling back down already. It's coming down bit by bit. It'll take a little bit. But I gained a bunch of muscle, even on lower. I think you guys are failing to realize I was up to 215 on low carbs. The whole time I was low carb, I actually started gaining weight. And I gained muscle and strength. It wasn't fat. So you guys might have missed that point on the weigh-ins. I was at 215 on like 20 grams of carbs a day doing the fasted cardio. What you weighing? I'm 219 right now, Pepper. I do pretty similar, Omi. It's like 3,500 to 4,000. I lost and gained all that weight at pretty much the same calories. I was at 210 at one time, honey, and then it went up, and I got stronger and started gaining muscle. Jason, what are the signs of estrogen being too high besides gyno? Gyno is usually not what you're looking. Go do some researching, dude. It's going to depend on the person. You're going to see other psychological effects. You're going to see different things happening, blood pressure. Yep. Yeah, honey, did you notice I visually gained muscle over a period of time and my lifts went up? I gained muscle and it was all natural muscle, natty, full natty bra. So, my squats, my deadlifts went back up. All that stuff started trickling back up. I got stronger in general. Even a lot of my isolation work went up. Were you not watching all those months of the vlogs? Did you learn? You played that riff pretty well. I don't know much beyond the intro, CM. I do want to learn more, but I'm working on some other stuff. Yeah, the riff you're talking about was, it's just that intro. No, honey, go check all my vlogs. It was like over a 5-month period of time. Like you're wanting me to give, it's all documented. Just go watch the vlogs, right? That one? Talk about that one? Yeah. Just a little intro. I can't even do the other next set of riffs without having the music in front of me. I'd actually have to be reading it. No, it's an amazing song. I'd say it's one of the top 5 best songs of all time, ever on the guitar. Vegan Gains, wife turned lesbian. What? Yeah, CM says great song. Yeah, again, I love the song. I mean, that's the thing, honey. I literally document my training for you guys year round, so you can just go back and check. It's like I don't need to reference it. I give you guys the whole thing. It's all done in real time. What's your favorite British band? Dire Straits. Dude, the song is extremely difficult. I'm not a fan of The Cure, honestly. What do you think is vegan gain just tech? I don't know these days. Who knows? Coach, blues skills is fine. I mean, I don't want to play a bunch of death metal. Did you see vegan gains called into fit and fearless for dating? No. 1x5 deadlifts versus, because most novices are not going to be able to really handle multiple heavy sets of deadlifts. I mean, you have to structure your stuff around it big time. Like you see me coming to do 3 heavy sets of pulls sometimes, but I can tell you it hits me hard. It even affects your nervous system later, like your emotional state from the spinal compression. Like no music, I learned by tab. Who is, oh gosh. Let's just get rid of this guy. All right. Asking about Genova, asking about my friends. All right. Let's get out of here. So, no, ecom generally most novices. Yeah, no, I mean, if I do multiple heavy sets of deadlifts, like it affects me that same day a lot. But I still do it. I'm just saying, it is taxing. So you have to learn. You have to know how to regulate your fatigue if you're going to do stuff like that. All right. Do you like hip hop? I like some hip hop. I'm not a massive hip hop fan, but there's some hip hop I like. Always people want to give me guitar lessons in here. And it's no offense. I tend to get advice from people I actually know personally who I know are good. That's where I go for advice. Not randomly. And it's not saying you aren't good, but it's like I'm not going to do that. Thoughts on central banking and the I don't know. Like, what does that have to do with deadlifting? If doing one top set of deadlift, is it best to keep it at RP 8 to 9? No, not necessarily. You can go pretty hard. So in that case, can you get away with deadlifting heavy? Ooh. Well, most people can't, honestly. They'll get beat up. I have a lot of clients who only pull one set a week on deadlifts. Hey, 20 times you're asking for, so you might as well be here asking me for golf advice. So have I given you any indication that I'm a financial advice expert? I'm not trying to be a dick, but I mean that as a serious question. Like, is this something I advertise on my channel, or do you see Jason Blaha Strength and Fitness? You're gonna let your girlfriend tell you that she'll break up with you? So she's giving it as an ultimatum? Is it something you don't want to do? This is a problem. Now, I can get that she might influence you. You look busy saying, oh, fair enough. But I'm not a financial advisor. I'm really not, guys. Deadlift has the highest potential for muscle building strength and making you thick after only problems recovery from them. Be careful with the volume of them, even if you use gear. I agree. I agree on all points. Do you read the Bible, Jason? I do. I got this passage memorized. It's called Ezekiel 25:10. The path of the righteous. Deadlifts are great for you, man. I love deadlifts. It's my favorite lift. My favorite exercise of all time. Alive lift. What? Alive lifts are better. Ecom programming. You're asking a programming question outside of a specific context. When we're programming for strength or anything else, let me get rid of this guy. It has to be a context specific for the totality of your program and what you're doing as an individual. It's not is this a good or a bad idea? It's a general template. What I will tell you, if you're going to deadlift heavy twice a week, you better have your programming dialed in. You better have your fatigue management perfect. And if you know enough to do that, you're not going to probably be in here asking general questions anymore. You're going to be a pretty serious coach. Therein lay the problem. Current thoughts on pause squats along like 5. They can have their place. 5 seconds is a long pause. Marco says, yeah, or what a lot of my guys did with conjugate, they do speed pulls. So they do a heavy deadlift, a max effort variation, and then the next time they do speed pulls on the next workout, with lightweight bands chains. I do the big 3 once a week and they're going up. Yeah, that's fine. What do you think of trap bar squats? I'm not a fan of the trap bar in general. Why don't you just back squat? Called me huge pussy. You are what you eat. So that must be me. What is this video title? Well, we've already discussed all that. You don't have to scroll back to the beginning. I don't follow the Luke Maxing thing. Yeah, fair enough, Jason. And they're in, yeah, I see your comment, Bagel. So there's the situation with it. So I would ask the question of, if we're going to try to deadlift twice a week, you better really know what you're doing. And for most people, it's not necessary. Like, it depends. I mean, so for example, let's say you're a noob who's just trying to get to a 500 deadlift. You realize you don't need anything crazy like deadlifting twice a week. You can literally do one set of deadlifts per week all the way up to 500. You have to build your other muscles. Is there any YouTuber you like to watch? We'll go with Hattie James Fitness. I like to watch her. Who's that? Vladislava Galan. I like to watch her. Let me think. All right. Who's some of them other hot girls who lift? All right. Would you ever consider going into politics at a local level? That could be fun with all my internet stuff. Maybe. But powerlifting, deadlift more than twice a week. Not all of them, no. I know guys who deadlift 800 pounds who only pull once a week, actually. I think Vegan Gains took your side in the NH call-out. Did he? I was unaware. Frenchie's real name is Muhammad. It might be. Most important muscles to build the deadlift, hamstrings, and glutes. Pretty much. Obviously, you want erectors and back and all that other stuff. I'm probably libertarian leaning. I don't know that I have an exact ideology, to be honest. I am not politically motivated enough these days to pin down and say, this is my ideology. All right. Why can't I deadlift more without a belt? You're not bracing or using the belt. You might have the belt too tight. That would be my guess. If you're literally stronger without the belt, your belt might be too tight. Cutting off your airflow, cutting off your breathing. If I had to make a guess. What's the difference between straight bar good morning versus safety bar? GMs do the thoracic hookers get more work. Yeah, they get more work. A little less posterior chain on with the SSB, more middle back for sure. It's more back involvement. What's the leanest waistline you ever recorded? I don't know. I can't remember. At least it's a fair answer. Economist said, I'm a very serious kickboxer. Going to do matches into the March. So for building muscle and strength, I want to follow your program twice a week with 3 days rest. Can I combine deadlifting? You can, but again, you don't need to be deadlifting multiple times a week. So which one of my programs are you talking about? I have multiple free programs. Sadly, I have a lever belt, so it's common that maybe my belt is just good for squats. No, well, you need to adjust it. All right. And for the record, Jen never pegged me. So you guys need to chill with that nonsense. Y'all have no clue how vanilla that woman was. Do you currently do conjugate or just your own custom split? I do my own custom programming. Do you watch my blogs, Marco? I'm on a 6-day bodybuilding split with heavy squat, bench, and deadlift in it. I document all of it. Like I put up every workout with written notes of all the weight, reps, and sets, everything underneath it. So you don't even have to watch the videos. You can just go read them. I cut down to squat and deadlift 2 times each week, deadlift once, and finally lift heavy again. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got to dig them underground channels. What percentage of weight doesn't add anything? So the buffalo bar, if you listen, Duffin did discuss that and wrote articles on it, is that it literally, the reason he likes it for meet prep for his lifters is because the bar path is identical and you lift the exact same weight as a straight bar, right? Most specialty bars, you lift less on your squat. So the buffalo bar is identical weight because the bar path is the same. It doesn't pitch you forward or backward. It's easier on your shoulders. That's why we like to use it. Make sense, Wes? So if you can squat 405 on the buffalo bar, you can straight up squat 405 on the straight bar. And it shouldn't be any difference in the bar path. I strained my lumbar and it recovered, but now I'm dealing with some sciatic for us. Make my glutes feel weird. Any tips? Rehab that area, build it all back up, train your abs, train your hamstrings. We don't need to talk about Genova. Genova was never really fitness. It was a weird type thing. My friend Jen, you mean my ex-girlfriend Jen? When? All right. Yeah, with your kickboxing, you might want to do the 2.0 for sure, Ecom. If you're doing all that fighting, mainly because otherwise it's a lot of fatigue. Could you recommend rack pulls to build deadlifts? No. No. Not going to recommend it. We're well past an hour though, guys. I think it's time to wind this down. I hope it's been informative. Love all you guys and guys. I know you guys get bicep shot before we go. Oh, Mount Bicephius. And I'll talk to you next time.